to do my review on Mielle Organics hair care products. So I've been using the hair care products for an average of almost 3 months now. So usually when it comes to my hair care routine, I try to stick with the same products for at least a year just so I can see the effectiveness of it and see if it actually enhances my tone. So that means the color of it, my texture, that means the pattern of it, and then also to see if it stimulates growth and also hydration. So that's really like my ultimate goal when it comes to my hair care journeys. So with Mielle Organics, I wanted to purchase off her website. She has a website and an app available for purchase, and she provides shipping as well. But I ended up purchasing the products from Target. So I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 products in total. So I'm going to showcase them now. So I have the shampoo, and this is from the Rosemary Mint collection. Then I also have the conditioner, and then I have the Mielle Rosemary Mint Strengthening Mask. And then I have the hair and scalp oil. And then I also have the edge gel. And then outside of the Rosemary Mint collection, I do have this is just the mint almond oil hair and scalp oil, and then I also have the white peony leave-in conditioner. So with me utilizing these products for going on 3 months, I am honestly, I know I say this with most of my hair care, I'm super satisfied, but I was shocked because I'm like, you know, I'm a curly girl, so it's important that you find products that actually like hydrate and detangle your hair. You know, that's really the focus, and Mielle has aided me in that manner. So what I usually do when it comes to like washing my hair, like today was wash day for me. Honestly, I colored my hair like last month, so I had to incorporate like some Olaplex products into my hair care routine, along with like some purple conditioners, just to like make sure I was toning and treating that colored area. But other than that, I really like make sure that I like honestly like I condition my hair first, and I use a lot of masks just so I'm like hydrating it and making sure that it's detangled. But this today when I washed my hair, I had to wash it like 3 times because I honestly haven't had like a deep thorough wash in literally like a few weeks. So I washed my hair with the shampoo like 3 times. It was super sudsy, so I used like a small pump, and like my hair was already like wet, so I used like a pump, and then basically it covered like my whole head. Like usually my hair is pretty full, it's super thick and curly, so it sudsed up, and then I rinsed that, then I went back in with another wash just to make sure I was like getting my scalp. That's really been the thing. I had to make sure that I was like stripping my scalp, and that I was getting like all the residue and like oils that like basically like saturated my hair for like the past like few weeks. And I can honestly say that my scalp looks clear. I do not see any residue, so that was like my issue in the past. There was like visible like residue, so I had to like constantly like wash my hair, but I didn't want to do so because I didn't want to like strip my hair. So this is my first review after coloring my hair, and guys, I'm like super excited. I love like playing in my hair, so that wash was like needed. And I was hesitating on like vlogging this content today because I'm like, it just takes so long, and then I'm like, I don't want to take up like too much time because I need to put the conditioner in my hair before it dries up. So yeah, so the shampoo,
oh yes I do. I think the beautiful until that day will fly away. I I just
So
love
moving
that
on to the
smile
conditioner.
in the early spring.
10 out of 10. So
If
usually when I
I
wash my hair, I start off with conditioner first just to like soften it up and detangle it. I put like I'll say like maybe like a quarter size amount. Like I start off like with my ends and then I'll work my way through and then I go back in with another amount just so that my measurements are accurate, and the conditioner is like super hydrating. And then as well as the scent, it's the Rosemary Mint collection. So if you guys are familiar with that scent, it's actually like super subtle, but it does have like a note that stands out because of the mint, and it's usually strong, but it's not, it's super subtle, so it's not gonna make your hair like basically like overpower like whatever other scents you have on around you. Like I'm super like conscious when it comes to like scents and fragrances because I have allergies, and then on top of that, even when it comes to mint, like say if you have that in your hair or you use other products that have like, you know, similar scent, if you mix that with something else or you put on something that doesn't coordinate with that, it can kind of alter the scent. So you have to be mindful of that like when you're like using certain products. But with these products, it's super subtle, so it's not overpowering. And then yeah, so for the conditioner, super hydrating, leaves your hair super soft, and definitely like I haven't even applied any conditioner to my hair yet. It definitely brings out your texture. It enhanced my texture like so much. And I'll show you guys a clip as well, like when I left it in for like a few hours, and then when I rinsed it, my hair was good. Like usually I'm like super careful when it comes to like leaving my hair, leaving products in my hair, or even walking around with them, because a lot of time it doesn't work like that. Then it's like even harder to like rinse out and so forth. But her products are super good. And then here is the Rosemary Mint Strengthening Hair Mask. It's infused with biotin and it encourages longer, healthier hair. So I'm gonna open this up so you guys can see the content. Super subtle scent, but the rosemary and the mint, it does like stand out, but it's not too strong. As far as the directions, it just says after shampooing with the rosemary mint strengthening shampoo, smooth evenly through damp hair from roots to ends, leaving 15 to 20 minutes, rinse thoroughly. So with this mask, like I said, I'm a curly girl, so I try to get the most out of all my products. So when I utilize this, I literally let it sit in like for hours or even overnight. But then there was one day where I literally just put the product in and then I mixed it with some conditioner and I just let it sit for a few hours, and I didn't even put a cap on. And it was like I could see like once it dried, you couldn't tell that I had the product in my hair. Like I literally could go somewhere like with the product in my hair. Like my curls looked so pretty. They were like super shiny, like super defined, like if I had in some leave-in conditioner. So I'm like, for the mask, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. All right, and then so usually after I wash and condition my hair, I do utilize the conditioner and the mask together just because I need those extra layers of moisture. But even when I do use them alone, it still gets the job done. And like I said, I've only been using them for like going on 3 months now, so that's shocking. Because I've seen so many reviews online pertaining to her hair care products. I'm just like, Mielle hair looks super good. She's super pretty. But you guys also know that she's, I believe she's African American and Latino. So you know how that goes. They have to use like so much product for their hair, but it's just like when you get your hair done frequently, you have to make sure that the products that you're using are effective, so that way you don't damage your hair. So following up, after I wash and condition my hair, I utilize the leave-in conditioner. This is from the White Peony collection. And the great thing about this bottle is that it has a on and a off button, so you don't have to worry about the product like leaking out. Right now it's locked, so I'm gonna switch it to on. And then once it's like a spray, it gives out like a decent amount. You see that's small. So what I usually do, I usually just spray in the palm of my hand, and then I'll work through each section of my hair, or I spray all over first, and then I'll work through to make sure my hair is like fully saturated. So outside of that, after I saturate my hair with the leave-in conditioner, I section it into 4 parts, and then I detangle it, and then I apply the almond oil, and I only use literally like a dime size amount of this because it's super saturated. It smells so good. It smells so good. It's similar to the hair and scalp oil, but this is a little more concentrated versus this is lightweight, so you can literally use this like daily, versus this I would only recommend like 1 to 2 times a week. So, and then with this, it's like, it's super potent, honestly. They do have a lighter formula, but this is the original, so you can apply this to your scalp and then also to your ends and like all over your hair. But this is like super invigorating, so it has a tingling like sensation once you apply it to your scalp. It is a little more concentrated, so you can recognize the mint and rosemary notes, but other than that, like, I highly recommend. As far as the quality of all the products, I do recommend them because first of all, they're all like super hydrating. You don't even have to use a lot of the products to actually get aware and like the effectiveness out of them. Like I mentioned before, like I use like a quarter size amount of shampoo to get like a thorough cleanse. Same with the conditioner. And then like, I have a lot of hair. Like it looks short because it's curly, but it's super thick, so I have to make sure my hair is saturated. And then with the products, like I had this bottle for like, I probably got like almost 5 treatments out of this 12-ounce bottle. And then with a hair mask, usually with that, I make sure my hair is like super saturated. So I get an average of, I'll say like 2 to 3 treatments out of it. And then with the oils and the edge control, they usually last for a while. And also the larger oil. So as far as the products, as I mentioned before, the brand name is Mielle Organics, and then the collection is the Rosemary Mint, and it's infused with biotin and it encourages growth. So I will be monitoring that for the upcoming year 2024. I purchased all of the products from my local Target, and then on average I will say I have, how many products is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I have 8 total products from her. I would say on average they were around like $8 to $9 to $10 each. Some were a little more, but one product alone wasn't more than, I would say like $13. So for all the full collection I spent under like $85. I do recommend them for the curly girls. If you have thick curly hair, color treated, mixed, if you need like extensive treatment, more hydration, you're focused on like growing your hair out, I would recommend the products. I do see the results I'm going for. So as I mentioned before, my goals are to just maintain healthy, curly, color treated hair, and then I do want to enhance my tone and my texture. Then also I would like more length, so annually I prefer to maintain and gain around 3 to 5 inches, just being realistic, because over time when I'm like straightening my hair and so forth, I have to go back and like trim at least 1 to 2 inches off. So at least around this time next year, I would like to see a growth of 5 inches. So if my curly hair without it being straightened is like right here, like at my shoulders, next year I prefer to have it like at this length. So Mielle, we're counting on you. I'm super happy, I'm super excited. Hey, so I'm back showcasing the process of me using Mielle Organics product. So I've already applied the conditioner and the hair mask to 3/4 of my head. I just have 1/4 left. So I'm gonna show you the actual product again. I love this hair mask. It's super hydrating. It softens and detangles my hair. It's a Mielle Organics from the Rosemary Mint collection, strengthening hair mask. It's infused with biotin and encourages longer and healthier hair. So you know that's the goal we want, issues. Alright, so what I'm doing, I'm sectioning my hair and then I'm applying the product. I'm also mixing this with the conditioner just to, you know, add another layer of hydration. So I have to dampen this up a little bit because it's been a while. And I'm just using like a small amount of conditioner. I'm literally just using like a small amount of the hair mask. And then when I detangle my hair, I start at the ends and then I'll work my way up so that way I'm not pulling on my hair too much. It's not a lot of stress on it because stress from force, literally like combing, can cause breakage. And I'm going to apply a little more to the root. www. Put a baby in, you a hot mom. But no. And every time I wash my hair, I make sure I wear all black. And when I'm doing my hair too. Usually when I'm vlogging, I want to make sure that I wear all black. I usually do. Let me see how I'm detangling my hair from the ends. Woo! And then working my way up. I'm so happy that my color area is super healthy. Just gonna wet it a little more. Praying. Ooh. Praying. Put you in. Okay, so I'm just twisting up this area. This twisting method also helps my curl pattern because it shapes the texture of it so that way it doesn't look like super puffy, and then that way when you do apply product it saturates instead of just like sitting on top of your hair. I used to put like my hair in a ponytail when I have like conditioner in, but I noticed that was like stressing my hair and then causing like my ends to become like straight versus like retaining the curly texture. So even when I do put it in a ponytail, I have like twists and then I wrap it into a bun instead of just like leaving it out like curly, putting conditioner and then pulling it all back. And then I am going back through and like adding like product to like the rooted area because I notice it's not like in all areas. It's literally like in the areas that I parted. So I'm making sure that I'm not neglecting that because in the past when I did, it would cause my hair to like shed a lot. I had to make sure that each area was saturated. Literally, like if you was like oiling your scalp, you will oil like, you know, each area and then rub the product through. It's the same with like conditioning. But you don't want to make sure like too much product is like on your scalp because you don't want it to cause buildup. So that area is twisted. So on average, so I have like 3 here, and then I have like 4 in the back. So summer, come on. And then these are satin hair ties that I'm also using. I have to wash them like afterwards, so that way the product is not so bad. I wonder if I should twist it back the other way. So that way it's not like too much tension. And then I'm gonna add a little more product to like my hairline. So like all this is saturated because I do find myself like I haven't wore a lot of ponytails, but I wore one like this past week because my press was like old, but I haven't been like pulling on like my edges and stuff a lot, not as much as I did last year. Last year I wore a lot of like high buns, ponytails and so forth, so I make sure that I'm like applying the mask like on my perimeter to like prevent like breakage and like seal those areas where I have like hat breakage because it's tension on your perimeter. And then I have color too, so. So I'm gonna let this sit for a few hours, and then once I rinse it, I'm gonna show you guys like how my hair actually looks. I'm gonna redo this one. I'm gonna show you guys how my natural texture looks. Alright. Hey, so I just rinsed the hair mask and conditioner out my head. I let it sit overnight because my hair is super thick. I needed that extensive treatment and extra layers of protection and moisture. And this is what it's giving. My curl pattern is like popping. Give it to me like you know I want it. Alright, so my whole wash day process consisted of shampoo, conditioning, then applying a hair mask and letting that settle overnight, and then rinse. Alright, so I'm going to showcase the products one more time. And it's from the brand Mielle Organics. I purchased them from a local Target. Alright, so here's the shampoo. And this is a part of the Rosemary Mint collection. So this aids in encouraging growth and strengthening the hair. And then here's the conditioner. And then here's the hair mask. So all of these products have been applied to my hair for my wash day process. So next I'm going to follow up with the white peony leave-in conditioner, and then I'm gonna blow dry my hair, and then I'm gonna apply the mint almond oil to my hair strands, and then I'm gonna apply the scalp and oil serum to my scalp. So I'm gonna combine these two, and then once I press my hair and finish it off, I'm gonna seal my edges with the gel. And that pretty much sums up everything. As I mentioned before, with all of the products I have, 8 in total, I spent on an average of $85 individually. The products weren't no more than like 10 to like $13 each, so that's the good part. You can purchase them at your local Target or Ulta Beauty, or Ulta Beauty at Target, and also the Mielle website or app. So there are plenty of ways to obtain the product. And then products, the Rosemary Mint collection, super hydrating. It encourages growth as well. I'm super happy, super excited. It definitely brings out my hair texture and helps the tone. I've only been using the products for going on 3 months now, and I was ready to do my review. Usually with my products, I wait for at least like 6 months to a year to do an honest review, but I'm already satisfied, so I was super excited. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and also subscribe. And then don't forget to get the products too, because I just want to help all of my followers, my clients, family, friends, everyone on a healthy hair care journey, so we all can look good, you know. Or anything in, but I'm about to blow it out because if I keep it like this, yeah, it's gonna get tangled. So I'm very fortunate to even be able to have hair that looks like this, where it's like super versatile. I can leave it like this, or I can straighten it, or I can add extensions and still be fine. But on the downside is the fact that I am about to give myself a nice blowout and press. And this is the month of August. Usually my hair isn't able to withstand this humidity and this heat, and during this time of the year, with it being solely straight. But luckily my products and my treatment has been like aiding me in that process. But the time it's about to take to complete this is going to be like, I'll see you guys back in like 3 to 4 hours, depending if I'm gonna stop or not. Then I'm about to take some supplements because I'm just tired from even rinsing my conditioner out. My head's so big. Alright, so this next category is for the straight hair silk press. So here's me initially, and then here's me 3 months into treating my hair with Mielle Organics. Everything is going as planned, super vibrant, healthy, and hydrated. And then leading into the 6-month time frame is pretty much the same. Over time, I did start to experience like some shedding, light flaking, and then the condition did worsen. It wasn't noticeable to the eye, but I did have more shedding frequently than I expected, and I started to wash my hair like every week. I did speak with professionals, medical and hairstylists, like pertaining to what I was experiencing. They just recommended like additional treatments to help with like my sensitive scalp, but overall I experienced scalp irritation, shedding, and flaking. And then it wasn't as drastic as most people maybe would experience, but it was just more than what I was used to. And then this is my hair like after a wash day, so it's not bad, but it was just more than what I expected. And then my scalp was irritated, as I mentioned. Outside of that, here I am again. My hair looks so pretty, but my scalp is so irritated. I'm sorry. Off work and I'm tired of it. My hair is getting so long, so I'm so happy. And then my shades are so cute. I haven't had these, but I barely get them. I look like a mother, for real. I'm always in this cafe. I'm trying.